In the last video, we looked at a brand new airbrush, the new Harder & Steenbeck Ultra. I really hope that video helped you guys out. Today we're going to go back to brushes and see if this all-in-one modular art station, brand new to Kickstarter this week, does what it says on the box. I seem to have reached that point on my channel where companies want to send me stuff to play with and show you. I don't accept everything, as you know, because these things need to serve a useful purpose before I'll consider them. And when I do, you'll get a no-nonsense review, the good and the not so good. Welcome back to the State of Play, where I thought we could have a look at this, the All-in-one Modular Art Station from Krydrufi, at least that's how I think you pronounce it, launching on Kickstarter. If you're like me, you probably have everything in this kit already as separate elements, but I like innovative hobby tools, whether I have to make them myself or look for things outside this hobby, usually hidden in the terrifying makeup section of a store where women look at you like you're lost. What this company's aimed to do is take a few of these tools and put them all together in one handy station, and cheaper than if you bought all the parts individually. Let's see how this thing stacks up. See what I did there? Because it stacks? Never mind. Being completely honest with you guys, I paint in the same place every time, so I don't really need the ability to carry it around. However, if you paint and airbrush in the same spot, it's a very quick way to get your painting stuff out the way to make space for a spray booth. On the face of it, it feels like it was developed for traditional canvas painters who use tube acrylics, like these, who might go out and about and paint, say, landscapes. But Krydrufi asked me to review this as a miniature painter, so that's what I'm going to do. The entire set arrives in this handy box, even if the UK postman clearly played football with it for a bit. The box artwork also serves as a very comprehensive instruction set, so don't throw it away immediately. Everything in the kit stacks and clips together, creating a modular set you can add to or remove depending on what bits you find useful. At the top we have two water pots. Those who regularly watch my channel already know that's something I'm going to like, so I can put cleaning water in one and my layman's medium in the other. My layman's medium recipe can be found in this video here, in the 2 pots of water chapter. These 2 pots sit perfectly inside this top section and have holes that make a handle, making it very simple to grab and move. You basically take them out to put them on your desk. And both the pots come with this silicone insert which drops to the bottom and is surprisingly good at cleaning your brushes. They've even been kind enough to add these stickers to the product with care and cleaning instructions. More on the stickers later. This leaves the top section you can now use as a storage holder. However, the kit also comes with 2 variations of brush holder that clip neatly onto the top of the water pots or the storage holder, whether the water pots are inside or not. This is one thing I've always been missing, a way to store brushes upside down, so if I've cleaned with a brush restorer, I can put them in this one with a drip tray. If not, I can just clip other brushes or tools in this one. No drip tray. Okay, that's the top section. If nothing else, it's incredibly handy movable storage with 2 water pots that's easy to clean. The bottom clip-on sections come in 2 modules, a storage module and a palette module, both with sealable lids. This storage module works for things like tools, small bits and bobs you might want to keep within reach, but also doubles as a wet palette. You see, in the kit they've also included sponges and wet palette paper cut to the size of the tray. And because the set includes 2 of each, you can have both storage and a wet palette, or 2 wet palettes. And because this is a modular system, you'll be able to just pick up more of the extra bits you need. All these trays also clip together at the side, so you can move these around easily too. It's a solid fit. Now, as a qualified product designer and mechanical engineer myself, I was worried the plastic would just snap. But it appears this has been manufactured to very high specs. Yes, I tried to snap it. With enough force you can snap anything, but this didn't under normal use. I'm sure if I jumped on it, it would break. But you know, I don't usually jump on my tools when painting. Well, unless I've seen yet another Games Workshop price increase. The second module is a well palette. Lots of deep recesses to put paint, and the inside of the lid actually also works for smaller amounts of paint. The wells have this, for want of a better description, plastic stalagmite that sticks up, which is surprisingly useful for removing excess paint from a brush, which I assume is what it's for. If not, who cares? That's how I used it. And everything then clips back together for easy transportation. Great! But let's now look at this from a mini painter's viewpoint, not a canvas painter. Water pots, silicone brush cleaners, brush holders, wet palettes, modularity, clip together, movability. Brilliant! Cheaper than buying all these as separates? Fantastic! However, let's split the cons into minor and major. And by minor I mean they aren't really deal breakers, and by major I mean you'll need a workaround. The first minor gripe are these stickers. Great little information tools, but try to peel these off and you guessed it, annoying tears and sticky residue. We all know the satisfaction of peeling off a sticker in its entirety. Not the case here. Krydrufi, please consider replacing these with better stickers that just come right off. Absolutely not a deal breaker, and this might just be me, but square water pots. Not a huge thing by any means, but swirling your brush in a square is like listening to horses galloping down a cobbled street. Your mileage might vary, but to me, it's fingers scraped down a chalkboard. Using the wet palette module as a storage tray poses a slight problem because not one brush I own fits inside. Raphael 8404, Artis Opus, Citadel, Winsor & Newton, Army Painter, Vallejo, Rosemary & Co. None. Even if I take off the plastic caps, the ends would get squashed. Yes, I can put some in diagonally, but not enough. However, it's not a big deal because using the brush holders for brushes means they do store other tools very, very well. Which brings me on to the final, let's call it an issue. The well palette is black with square wells. Whilst the stalagmite is great for removing excess paint from the brush, we miniature painters will probably use this for washes, contrasts and metallics, and it just doesn't work for that. The flat surface area in here dries the acrylic paint in minutes, and cleaning it out is a long, laborious chore. Now, if you never clean your palette, this might not be an issue for you. Most washes we'll use are dark, and the black colour makes them impossible to see. Nuln oil in here disappears into a galactic black hole, as do most contrast and speed paints, which aren't exactly known for showing their true colours anyway. And when I mixed up a black oil wash, I couldn't see if I'd mixed it well, nor could I test the consistency black on black. Not all is lost though, because the inside of the lid also has small wells, and this works okay for washes and contrast paints, and for small amounts of oil wash. Just keep one lid only for oil and one for acrylic to keep them separate. You do still have the surface area drying problem, and you can no longer turn the lid upside down to reseal the module. Not wanting to be that guy that just lists issues without providing solutions, Krydrufi, if you're watching, you can solve these potential issues for miniature painters with two things. First is vinyl stickers, easier to peel off, leaving no residue. Second is a new module with a white circular well palette, a small compression molded part that would sit inside the wet palette module. You wouldn't have to redesign anything, just one extra part would make this perfect for miniature painters. Okay, overall this is a really good modular system. 75% of it works for miniature painters. It's incredibly portable, super handy, cheaper than buying everything individually, and launches on Kickstarter this week. If they can squeeze in that new well palette, this thing would be a fantastic tool. I've put a link in the description to the Kickstarter for you to find out some more info and to support the launch, if this is a product that would solve a bunch of tool issues for you at a lower price than buying all the separate bits. Thanks as always to all the channel supporters, and that's the state of play for today. I'll catch you in the next one.